Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another GT Sport drift setup. Update 1.41 came out today, and with it came a couple of cars that I'm really interested in doing drift setups for. The first one that I wanted to have a go at was the Mazda Roadster Touring Car. The MX-5 or Miata, depending on where you come from in the world, it's a car that I've always been a big fan of, but it is a car that's always been very underpowered, and this one, to be honest with you, isn't much better. You can tune it up a little bit, but even so it still feels a little bit sluggish. However, with its low weight, it is still a very usable drift car. You just need to take into account its sort of sluggish feeling when it comes to setting up your gear ratios and the way you like to run it. Now, as always, what I always say with any of these builds I give you is just use them as a base, and obviously feel free to play around with them and get them how you like to drift. Personally, the way I've set this one up, I've tried to make it usable on every single course that I had a go with, but it's obviously not going to be perfect for every single one the way I've got it. If it's a shorter course, you may just want to shorten those gears down a little bit and give yourself the instant power you're going to need, or you may find yourself bogging down certainly in sort of third gear. But what I did find with this car is it is incredibly comfortable drifting in first, second, third, fourth, whatever you want to do with it. So don't ever be scared to just drop the gear down, certainly to a lower gear than you would normally use on that specific course at that point. Think of this one again as a little bit of a GT86. It can be a little bit frustrating with that lack of power, but at the same time it is incredibly easy to pick up. You're not going to have any issues just going out and using this one straight away, and I think you will have a lot of fun with it. Rather than waffling on anymore, what I'll do is I'll just take you straight over to the build. I can discuss what I've come up with a little bit further with you there, and at least then you can go out and give it a go yourself. So with this one, like I say, power is the biggest issue, so you want to take this all the way up to level 3 there, and as high as it will go, which is 130%. That's going to leave you 266 brake horsepower. Weight reduction wise, you can't actually take it any lower than it already is, so no need to spend any points there. Leave it at 100%, which is 795 kilograms. Traction control is set to 0. You've got comfort hard tyres both front and rear. I've got brake balance set to -2 on the front there. Ride height is set to 50 on the front and 50 on the rear, and the frequency is 2.4 on the front and 2.2 on the rear. Anti-roll bar is set to 7 on the front and 5 on the back. Compression and rebound are 55, 55 and 85 and 85. Camber angle on the front is set to 3 and on the rear is set to 0. I've got a toe angle on the front of 0.3 and in 0.15 on the back there. Differential is set to 8, 45 and 20, and the transmission I have messed around with endlessly, so this one is set to fully customized. I've got the top speed there at 130, but all of these, or certainly some of these, have been played around with, so just copy down what I've got. Like I say, that's going to be suitable for most courses, but you may want to play around with it yourself to get it exactly where you want it. Thanks for swinging by the channel today. Make sure you use the comment section down below to let me know your thoughts on this build, or if there's anything in particular you would like to see me doing in the future. Also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed it, and as always, what I'm going to do is leave you with some more footage of me messing around with the car, and I'll see you on the next one.